I've just spent 44 days out of the last 60 on board Holland America, where I saw way too many passenger mistakes, meaning they were wasting money and missing out on what the line does best. So I'm going to reveal the things I never do when on Holland America to help you save money and have a way better time. Welcome aboard, I'm Gary Bembridge, and before I get into money saving, here's how to significantly improve your on-board experience. To have a great time on board, I never, under any circumstances, miss their signature events. First of these is the Orange Party Night. I'm usually not a fan of themed nights, but skipping Orange Party on Holland America is a mistake. It is such fun. Most guests and crew will don something orange, a nod to their Dutch heritage referencing the House of Orange royal family, and it has three main elements. A Dutch dinner menu in the main dining room and in the Lido buffet. Usually before the party kicks off, there's a high-energy, interactive and party-like senior officer versus passenger music trivia quiz. It's crazy and it's fun. Then the party starts with a line dance to YMCA, which passengers can learn beforehand, before the main dance party with live music and orange-themed drinks. On those recent cruises, it was spread across two venues, the Rolling Stone Lounge and Billboard on board. But I also never miss the lower-key signature Holland America events either. One of my favorites is Cake Me Away, which is usually on the last sea day of the cruise. They create a massive display of at least 19 magnificent cakes, including vegan options ranging from 7-layer chocolate to cookies and cream. All are Instagram worthy and absolutely delicious. Another never miss for me is their chocolate surprise and extravaganza tradition. Around 9:30 p.m. one evening towards the end of the cruise, waiters will pour out through the music venues with trays of chocolate treats, including chocolate truffles, cupcakes, covered nuts, and so much more. Another signature is built around Holland America's long embrace of the cruise classic, towel animals. As well as cabin stewards creating them in your cabin across the cruise, on most cruises early one morning, a massive display, usually called the Towel Animal Zoo, will appear on the pool deck, and more recently even oversized ones in the stairwells too. It's a tradition I think only they have, and I never miss it as soon as it's announced because it doesn't stay up for very long. But while Holland America does a great job at these signature events, I always also watch out for more cruise-specific ones linked normally to a specific season or unique occurrences on the cruise. So I make sure I look out for and never miss these, as while they go all in on these, they don't always shout about them in the daily program. During those 44 days I was on board recently, here are some that I made sure I never missed. First, as we crossed the equator, they held a crossing the equator ceremony on the pool deck. This ceremony is an ancient maritime tradition where slimy polywogs, those are sailors who haven't crossed before, undergo a series of light-hearted rituals to become trusty shellbacks, seasoned sailors. It's a seafaring rite of passage where people undergoing it pay respect to King Neptune, the mythical ruler of the seas. King Neptune on the cruise came on board with his bride. The polywogs had to kiss a fish, be covered with slimy stuff, and get judged if worthy. It's a fun event, and Holland America lay on a big, grand, fun time for it. Second, as St. Patrick's Day was during my cruise, they staged a massive party along the lines of Orange Party. The ship was decorated with live music, themed drinks, and more. Third, on Easter, they had an Easter egg hunt and special themed cakes. And fourthly, unlike on other lines that run these but have them much lower key, I never miss some classic cruise events that Holland America also make a much bigger deal of. Notable one on my recent time on board being the passenger boat building competition. This is where passengers must make boats from items available around the ship. Holland America turns it into a big theatrical event on the pool deck with the captain and other senior officers judging it. Now let's talk food, and something I do very differently when I'm on a Holland America ship. Something I avoid on most lines but don't on Holland America is the fact that I never skip the Lido Market buffet, specifically for lunch. Why? Well, partly because they have hand washing stations and the food is almost all served by crew, but mostly because of their daily lunch corner feature, as they call it. One station in the Lido Market Buffet is dedicated to a different culinary focus each day, and the chef really goes in all for these, with major displays and really interesting options. So much so, it always attracts streams of people taking photos, as well as lining up, of course, to enjoy. During my time on board recently, they had an amazing seafood corner, sushi and sashimi corner, international cheese corner. Then as we passed through different countries, they had regional delicacy corners for Ecuador, Argentina, Peru, Chile, Panama, and so on. They even had an empanada corner one day and a nachos and taco corner on another day. They are something I never miss because it's well done and adds great variety to cruise lunches. But what about getting better fares and saving money? I never book a Holland America cruise during a non-promotional period. If you decide you want to book a cruise and just go in and book it there and then, you may as well be throwing money away into the ocean, in my view. I have a system when it comes to booking Holland America cruises to unlock the very best fares and get lots of added inclusions. Plus, I have an insider tip from one of their future cruise sales team on how to unlock a lot of bonus onboard credit that very few people know is possible. But let's talk about getting the best fares first. I never wait until the last minute to book. To get the very best deals in Holland America, I found that planning far ahead is the secret, around 18 months or more, and booking when they launch itineraries. And why is that? Well, not only are fares at their lowest at launch, but they throw in added high-value bonuses into their early booking bonus Have It All package. Now, the Holland America Have It All package is already good value, bundling at big discount versus if bought ad hoc, the signature drinks package, surfing Wi-Fi, up to 3 specialty dining slots, and added shore excursion credit. But the early booking bonus Have It All ramps all of that up. At no extra cost, it upgrades the drink package to the Elite Drinks package, which has more drinks included and a wider range. It upgrades from surfing to streaming Wi-Fi, unlocking the ability to watch Netflix, YouTube, and so on. But in addition, unlike the regular Have It All, it also then covers cruise gratuities, or crew appreciation as they call it, and for those booking in the United States and Canada, a best price guarantee. So if the prices fall, which is unlikely if you book early, you can still get the lower fare if you ask for it. Booking early is worth a lot. I estimate I saved and gained almost $1,200 for my recent time on board, and I tracked my fare and it absolutely was lower than people booking later than I had booked. The second aspect of my system is for when I have not booked early but decide I want to go on a Holland America cruise anyway. Now, while I've missed out on the early booking bonuses, I get more value by waiting for ad hoc and seasonal promotions. So I check social media, particularly Instagram and Facebook, the latest marketing emails from the cruise line that I've signed up to see what promotions are currently running. So for example, at the time of making this, if I wanted to book, I checked, and if I did want to book now, they're running what they call an anniversary sale, reflecting their history of sailing, and it's offering promotional fares, which include a standard Have It All package, but also give added onboard credit for booking right now. But if there were no promotions running at the time, I would actually wait, because they do run them fairly regularly. Now, you should know that Holland America tend to have 3 main promotional types. First of all, low deposits. They seem really keen on these, offering sometimes as low as $1, £1 deposit. This is helpful in non-refundable deposit markets like the UK because it means so much less risk of losing significant money if I have to cancel or change plans. Second, they have become rather keen on promotions offering kids and or free 3rd or 4th guests to travel free. They run these quite a lot. And third, and what tends to be their best promotional offers, is during Black Friday. Last one, they had 30% off fares plus included gratuities and 3rd or 4th guest free. But what about that insider tip on racking up lots of onboard credit that I mentioned? Now, unfortunately for me, not being in the United States, some of this doesn't apply. But here's what they recommended. Book on board to unlock the bonus onboard credit of between $30 and $500 that they offer when doing that. Next, be a member of the AARP, which used to be called the American Association for Retired Persons, because Holland America will add up to $200 more onboard credit for members. Next, you can get more onboard credit added through Holland America's community appreciation offer if you're a past or current military, healthcare, first responder, or educator. Then finally, you can get even more onboard credit by applying for Holland America Line Rewards Visa credit card. If you spend $1,000 within 30 days, you unlock another $200 onboard credit. Now, someone on my cruise told me they booked a 17-night balcony cruise and got $1,150 onboard credit for doing this combination of things. And still on the topic of money, I also never forget to check if Club Orange is available. What is it and why? Club Orange is a paid add-on program designed to give non-suite guests some suite-style perks without actually booking a suite. Now, at time of making this, it costs between $15 and $25 per person per day based on the length of the cruise. Now, they only sell limited numbers of the Club Orange add-on per cruise, and it has a lot of attractive upgrades to your cruise. Now, there's 3 of them that I like the most, and these are those. First, an upgrade to the best available cabin in the category booked. So I can pay for the lowest balcony cabin, but I'll get a bigger, better located one. Often, that upgrade is worth more than the cost of the entire Club Orange fee. Secondly, I really like the elevated breakfast and dinner dining experience. Now note, it's way better if you're going on one of the Pinnacle class ships, New Statendam, Koningsdam and Rotterdam, than the other ships, because those 3 have a dedicated standalone Club Orange restaurant, versus in the others it's in the main dining room with a separate entrance, a check-in, and just one added item on the menu, and it's in the main dining room. But the third thing I really like is the range of priority accesses it gives, like priority embarkation, priority disembarkation, priority tenders, especially dining reservations, dedicated priority lines at guest services and excursions. There are a bunch of others, including things like bathrobes to use in your cabin, a tote bag, an event, but those top 3 are the main reasons I never forget to check when booking if Club Orange is available for me to add. But I want to talk about some practical and important things that I actually also never do. I never expect nor plan to do self-service laundry, as Holland America ships do not have guest laundry rooms. Instead, if I do need to do some, I either buy the full cruise laundry package or wait for the fixed price for a full bag promotion. By the way, suite guests get unlimited laundry, as do 4-star and above Mariner levels on their loyalty program. I never forget to put my cruise card into the slot machines when playing the casino, because it will unlock offers based on play. This ranges from free play to post-cruise discount offers to full free cruises. I never leave booking specialty dining and excursions until I'm on board, because the best days and times of dining and best excursions will usually be sold out if I do that. I met so many passengers during my recent time on board disappointed because some of the things they had booked the cruise for, like seeing penguins in the Falklands, were actually sold out before embarkation day. Also, I would never book Holland America if I wanted to party like crazy, which leads me into this video where I talk about what's good, what's bad, and who Holland America is actually really best for and why. See you over there.